Yo guys, what is going on? It is your boy Nick from On the Foot Market, and as we start this video, we got another lazy. We got another one. Where is it? Who sold? Another lazy. Let's go. Guys, I've been listening for the lazy buyers all day. I woke up like an hour ago. You guys saw rewards this morning. I don't know when this video is going up, to be honest. I have no idea. But anyways, I wanted to tell you guys, today's episode is going to be episode 11 of the Black Friday market crash. As if there's been a market crash. It's been crazy series, and we're going to talk about a lot of stuff today because there is so many important things I would like to discuss with all of you today that just need to be talked about, and theories and things and everything I'm thinking needs to be talked about today. So if you guys enjoy the video, just drop a thumbs up. You guys have been supporting this series like crazy. Every single episode has had like 2,000 plus likes, and to me, it doesn't. I don't care about the views or anything. I just care about if you guys are enjoying it and if the content is helpful. And that's for me at the end of the day. That's the cherry on the top. Like, that's all I care about. So in today's episode, I'm going to show you guys. You guys know I talked about it yesterday, and you guys started to see it. I already started to buy cards yesterday, and I'm going to show you right now. You know, we always do a little bit of a recap on the series. You guys always get to see a little bit of what I'm doing. Trading wise, and you guys get to watch through maybe some of the things that I do to make a lot of coins in this game. So what I did was I did my weekly buying before rewards, and if you notice this week I went prem heavy, and the reason why I went prem heavy was because there's 8 out of 11 players in the starting 11 of team of the week are meta prem players, so people will use them. So I said, you know what, people are going to use a lot of these players. They're probably going to go up more. So I want to show you guys and bring you guys over to Flippin', and the reason for why I want to bring you guys over here is I want to show you guys the selling prices of some of these cards because I'm listing them higher than what they sell for. Jesse Lingard, I just sold for 115K. He's 110. And this VVD, you guys can see here, I bought VVD for 270 yesterday in the panic, and right now I think he's 280. I listed this for 306, so we got a 22K lazy buyer on that one. And then Gundogan, I bought at 72, and I sold it 110 for a lazy buyer. I think he's about 100 right now. Let's see, he's 102, so he's going up right now as more people decide to go do Sancho and maybe use him in a team. Suso I bought for 66. Willians were bought at 130, sold at 151. Mars was bought at 100, sold at 117. Sane, guys, this is why you list for lazy buyers. Sane is out of packs right now, and a lot of people are using him, right, in teams, and he's going up. He's 93,000 coins, and I sold him for 111. So I have a ton of Sanes listed for lazy buyers, and so that's what's going on there. We have all those cards right now listed for pretty crazy prices, but nonetheless, we're making some really good coins on them. And then we've got some other things in the club that I had bought for rewards investing, but honestly, they're not up that much. We've got a Lewandowski, at 310. He's 299. I bought him at 288. And what it shows me is that this week, I do not think a lot of people are using teams outside the Premier League. That is what I'm seeing this week. I don't think a lot of people are using teams outside the Premier League. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and list this Royce at like 477. It's got a position change and a hawk, and I bought it at 422. He's like 450, but I'm going to see if I get a lazy buyer there. You guys know how I do. I'm stretching the lazy buyers. This is a Jesse Lingard. We're going to list for like 118. On Thursdays, the number one thing I suggest doing, and I want you guys to all hear me out, you all need to list higher than the selling prices. Cards go crazy on Thursdays. And that's not a joke. Cards literally fly up so high on Thursdays, guys. So make sure on Thursdays you guys are listing a lot higher than what the cards actually sell for. People are really lazy on Thursdays, and that's just a fact. Like, I can't tell it to you guys any other way. People just lazy buy the hell out of cards on Thursdays, and it's just something that you guys should all get used to because it's just something that happens on FIFA, man. People just overpay for cards. Alexis I bought last night at 29. Where is Alexis today? So I bought Alexis. He looks like he's about 35. I have him with a hunter and a left forward. What I'm going to do is I'm going to list him at like 41,750, even though he's 35. I want to see if I can stretch some extra money there. We've got a Cam Lukaku at 120 with a hunter. So a card like this, I would stretch and see, like, I would go like 155. Like, I would jack that up really high there to see if we could get a good sell price. We've got some other cards in the club. We picked up an Azpilicueta for 29K. He's like 33 on the market right now. The reason why I picked up Azpilicueta, and I usually don't pick up like center backs in the Premier League or stuff like that, I thought he might go up a little bit more with Van Dijk in Team of the Week. I felt like he might go up a little bit more. I also picked up right wing Sterling, and I want to see where he is. He's 22, so Sterling's not really up that much. More of the rare cards are the cards that you see going up week in and week out during weekly rewards. Ericsson looks like he's a little bit higher. Bought him at... Oh, we got D-pad lag. Oh, that feels bad. Well, let's get an F in the chat, F in the comment section to pay some respects there. God damn, that sucks. I do that like once a day on this game, man. It's so frustrating. And then we've got a Lewandowski. We've got a Jordi Alba. Where's Matuidi at? Let's take a look at Matuidi. So Matuidi, we got a 42. And he right now is selling, it looks like 48. So we'll list Matuidi at like 51. God, that's so frustrating. So I wanted to talk to you today on the series with you guys. I wanted to use today to talk about the market and what to expect because Black Friday is tomorrow. Obviously, that's a big deal. We got a sale, boys. What's a sale here? Mata for 37. Bought that at 32. Very, very happy with that, man. That is a very, very good price. Let's go ahead on the watch list really quickly before we do anything and see if we have anything extra juicy we want to sell. We got a Willian at 127. We got a Willian at... Oh, no. We've got some unassigned. Wait, do I have to deal with these now? All right, we're going to have to figure this out. Where's the Willian at 127? That's a juicy Willian. Let's go for like 155 with that Willian. We're going to get that. That's going to be like 30K profit. Can I get out of this? I'm always confused here. Can I leave? Exit and sort later. Perfect. So that's what we want. We've now got everything listed on the transfer list, and I'm using this series for extreme transparency. I want you guys to see exactly what I'm doing and why I'm doing certain moves. So this is the classic reward slipping. I told you guys the market's going to go up Thursday after rewards. Always does. We've also got about 20 to 25 Andy Robertsons. We bought some at 115, and then others we bought at like 90. Like others were bought really low, and that should be about 150 EAs, not upping the price range, so I'm kind of waiting. I'm kind of waiting on a card like that. In terms of like everything going forward, guys, I want to give you guys a market synopsis of what you can expect this weekend, right? Black Friday is tomorrow. I'm going to be on Twitch, so I'll be streaming a lot for you guys. We will be over on there on Twitch, so if you guys want to come check that out, come hang out. We'll be looking at the market. We'll be streaming most of the day. What I wanted to tell you guys is that I think the market in the next 5 hours is going to peak. Not for the weekend, but I think for the next 5 hours, for the next 24 hours, it's going to peak. So if you have any investments, if you have any cards, sell them in the next 5 hours. What will happen tonight is EA should tweet out Black Friday is coming, and that should spark a little bit of market panic. You may see the market go down a few points with Black Friday panic happening with EA tweeting that out. That should probably happen. You should see something like that. And then as we move closer, guys, you should, in the morning tomorrow, you should see some panic on the market. You should see people listing cards way too low tomorrow. If you have not bought your team yet, I have some suggestions for you guys. I would consider buying your team tomorrow morning before the lightning rounds. It depends on the players. If you have under 84 rated players, 85 rated players, those are going to get hit hard by lightning rounds tomorrow. There's going to be a lot of supply coming onto the market, and I'm worried about those cards. But if you have any kind of higher tier cards, informs, that kind of stuff, I would consider buying your team before the lightning rounds tomorrow. I think there's going to be some ultra panic in the morning tomorrow, and I think a lot of you guys can go ahead and exploit that. I think a lot of you guys can go ahead and make some really good money exploiting that tomorrow morning. I think that's a really good option for a lot of you guys. What I will tell you is that during the first hour of lightning rounds, I believe a lot of cards will get listed cheap, but once the first hour of lightning rounds is over, I think the market is going to fly tomorrow night. So just keep that in mind. If you want to buy a player, don't wait until the lightning rounds unless you're like a pro sniper or something like that, and maybe try to get a deal during the first lightning round. But I really feel like tomorrow night the market is going to absolutely skyrocket. So I think a lot of people will just decide, hey, I'm going to go ahead and buy my team. I'm going to go do my thing. I believe on Saturday we are going to get Team of the Week repeatable SBCs. EA threw in a ton of players that were questionable into this Team of the Week, and I think there's a bigger reason for it. I think EA is expecting... I think EA is going to drop a ton of SBCs on Saturday. Last year, they dropped Team of the Week SBCs on Saturday. So I would expect EA would replicate the same thing and drop it this Saturday. You're probably going to get repeatable and tradable SBCs. You'll probably get a repeatable tradable SBC. And you may get an 82 or 81 plus upgrade. If you get baby icons with all that, I'm telling you guys right now, if we get more than 2 untradeable repeatable SBCs that are good, the market's going to start going down severely on Saturday. Lightning rounds will stop in Saturday afternoon. And then what will happen is when lightning rounds are over, Saturday, you will see the market start to go back down again. You will see repeatable SBCs would bring down the market, and then people will start to sell off weekly teams and things like that as we get into Saturday, Sunday, I believe. Sunday, Monday is an example of another time you could probably look at buying your team. Sunday, Monday is going to be a time where you're going to... Cyber Monday is going to happen, so lightning rounds are going to start back up. And Sunday night, I think people will sell off their weekly teams in the midst of all that. So I think Sunday night, you could have a panic. What I will tell you is this, guys. Look, the crash has not been natural this year. I don't know if it's coming. I'm kind of waiting out till Saturday, Sunday to see if EA drops a lot of SBCs that might crash the market. You guys can just see I'm not really buying a team, so I'm just doing a lot of trading. What I will tell you is this. The market next Thursday, so next Thursday, the market will be really high. So whatever you guys do, whatever you guys are doing, if you have the opportunity to buy a team at any of the times I've just given you, I can't spoon feed you guys. I cannot help you guys exactly buy a team at the right time. The best time to do it is before next Thursday. I think anything you buy throughout this weekend, outside of tomorrow night, don't panic by tomorrow night, is going to be higher than next Thursday. Or is going to be lower than next Thursday. I think next Thursday the market's going to be astronomically high. I think you have 2 peaks of the market this year. It's probably going to be I'm going to go with this Friday night, and then I'm going to go with next Thursday. I think it's going to be ridiculously high. So obviously I'm selling up a lot of cards right now. I'm very happy with my profits on a lot of cards. And you guys can see that. I'm just kind of listing for lazy buyers, as you guys know. And then I would like to go ahead and see what's going on with some of the past Team of the Week inform market, because this was all really high yesterday, so I didn't know how high I was going to get today. Wow, Icardi's in the 170s, so that's going to be an all-time high for him. And what I'm seeing here, Ben Yedder's 150, I think a lot of people just decided, you know what, I'm buying my team. Screw it. I think a lot of people are just kind of tired of it, and I think a lot of people have just decided to go ahead and buy their team. That's kind of the market read that I'm getting right now, is that a lot of people have just kind of said, F it, I'm going to go get my team, which I can understand, but it's what I'm seeing on the market right now. So just so you guys know, it's in terms of a market read, is what I'm seeing. Hazard is really high right now. What is Hazard? 910? I'm going to look at try to get a Hazard. If I get a Hazard under probably 900, I might try to get one to flip it a mil tonight. But yeah, this is what I'm seeing right now. Ney is 1.2. Ney is like 1.02 when he's not when people are not in the weekend league mode for him. Mbappe's a little bit on the lower edge. Wow, Mbappe's about 900 right now. It's not too bad for Mbappe. So Mbappe's on the lower edge. Royce, even these kind of guys went up. A lot of the time, though, and what you're seeing this week, guys, and what I've noticed is that Premier League investments in Premier League players are flying. And that's due to the fact that you have a very Premier League heavy Team of the Week. So when stuff like that is always going on, you're always seeing Premier League cards over everything go up a lot more. Koulibaly's a Team of the Week 1 guy. You guys know him. He's still about 280. Godin's like 150. So that's pretty standard. For those guys, Immobile's like 220. I think you guys are seeing exactly what I expected, and I tried to test it out. Wow, Mane's 280. Wow, Mane's 270. That is crazy. I think it's not surprising to me that only the Premier League stuff is up. Lewandowski, obviously, I bought it at such a good price, 288 with a Hunter, and he's only like 300. So I could probably sell this at 310, but it's not a lot of profit. That's like 7K. So Premier League cards flew this weekend. Eric Bailly is literally like, what is Eric Bailly? Oh my, is Eric Bailly like 120K? What's going on here? Eric Bailly's 120K. Wowzer, that's a great one. That was 90K the other day. So a lot of the Premier League stuff looks like it is up in value, and that makes sense to me. I mean, like I totally understand that. It's something that I'm not surprised by at all. Insigne is still like 190, and I think that a lot of the other players that are not in the Premier League that are not up, I think it kind of hints and tells you guys that the Premier League was the way this week. If you guys caught on to that trend and you guys bought before awards, that's a great time to get in with Premier League stuff. Martial's like 180. So yeah, I can definitely see a lot. You can see with these past Team of the League informs that a lot of people focus very heavily on picking up Premier League players this week. That's at least what I'm seeing. In terms of meta golds, I had done a little bit of this week. I did it mostly with Sonic because he was out of packs. And then I did it mostly with, popular players like Umtiti. I think he's up at 100. I don't know where Jordi Alba is. I don't even know where I picked him up. 54. Where is he? I have no idea where he is this week. That's a lot of lazy buyers somebody listed for. I would assume Jordi Alba is probably just touching 60 right now. In terms of these meta golds, guys, there's going to be some panic with these guys tomorrow morning. There's even some panic right now. Mbappe's still like 420. You're going to see these tomorrow morning drop back down again, and you're going to have probably the opportunity to pick up some of them. It's impressive. I think that tomorrow morning you're going to have a very good window to probably get some of these guys before rewards. Anybody who's like 87 plus and in demand, you're going to have to snipe in that first few minutes of lightning runs, or you're going to have to snipe it in the morning. Hopefully there's a big panic in the morning. If there's not, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you wait till later this weekend to buy it for your long-term team. I don't think Cristiano Ronaldo is dropping. I've come to the conclusion. I just think that he's too in demand this year and too good, and I don't think he's dropping. He's like 2.3 million right now. And I think there's so many coins on this game that I just don't see him dropping. I don't think people are going to sell him. I think he's too in demand, and I think he's too meta. So I don't see that happening. I don't see him dropping. So you may have to go ahead and settle for Ronaldo if you want it for your team. You might have to go ahead and settle, which is sad. I understand that a lot of you guys are waiting out for a really good price on Ronaldo. I get that. You may have to go settle. You might have to maybe you get a crazy snipe during lightning rounds tomorrow. I mean, his gold is impacts. Aubameyang is at a really good price to do for player of the month. Where's Neymar today? Is Neymar still over 600? It's actually interesting. A lot of these meta golds were higher yesterday. Some of the upper tier meta golds were higher yesterday. I think that's very interesting to kind of look at. I wonder if a lot of people made teams yesterday with the team of the week, and that's something to definitely pick up on. And it looks like baby icons are really high. I mean, obviously, these icons have been so high recently, and I'm not surprised by it. Stoikov's what, 950? Stoikov's still 940 actually. Where's baby Ballack? I saw him at 820 last night. Is he over 820? Wow, Balak's at 870. So a lot of people going for Baby Balak today. It looks like, is Del Piero over 1.2? Where's Del Piero? Del P's 1.2. Yep. So Baby Icons are really high today is the story if you want it from the market side of things. Not surprised by this at all, in the slightest. Where's Hullet? 1.2. So, yeah, I mean, these guys are pretty high right now, and that makes sense. I think a lot of people are definitely getting them in their teams. A lot of Maradonas in the market. Wow. So that, I mean, look, I haven't been trading with icons a lot recently because I felt like for me recently, a lot of people have been moving over towards gold/informs and less about icons. So I think a lot of people have been focused on other kind of cards, which makes sense to me. I actually am stuck with a Figo right now that I bought at 850, and he's not selling at freaking 890. That's been a pain in the butt. Can't even lie. And then, where's the other one? I have a Rivaldo as well. The other one that I have right now in my club is a freaking Rivaldo, and I cannot sell it. It's the 87 rated. I just literally can't sell it. It's like the most annoying thing ever. I bought him at like 825 by an accident. I bought one the other day at 770, but I bought this at 825 by an accident the other day, and I just cannot sell him for the life of me. I'm trying to sell him at like 850, and I can't sell him, so I'm going to have to cut my loss on that one, which sucks. All these baby icons, though, I wanted to talk about baby icons as a whole. Because I think it's interesting to mention one thing with the icons. I'm sorry, guys. I'm doing a little relisting here. But I think it's really interesting to mention one thing about baby icons as a whole. You can expect tomorrow, most likely, that the floor on the baby icons is going to go low. I think they're going to drop tomorrow big time. Right now, if you look on the market, they are 640, 650. Wow, they went up this morning. Whoa, 670. Are they that low again? No, they were always 700, right? I think they're still 700, correct? You can expect with lightning rounds to take the prices of baby icons down. If they drop drastically, like 600 we're talking, that could be a decent investment. I would say that they could rise back up. I don't think we're going to get new prime icons this weekend, but they could rise back up for sure, is what I would tell you. And then I think with prime icons, guys, you're going to have to make a decision soon. I don't think prime icons are dropping this whole year. I think if you ever see a prime icon drop, you're in for a treat, and I think you're extremely lucky because I just don't think prime icons are dropping this whole entire year. To me, it looks like they're just not going to be dropping. Wow, Henry is low today. Holy. 2.9? What's going on with Henry? I swear I heard some pro player give Henry a bad review, and that's why he's low now. It's crazy with that guy. A lot of Vieiras on the market. The deal with these prime icons is you're just going to have to wait for windows, guys, where people are ultra, like, mass listing them and stuff like that. That seems to be, like, the best time to buy a lot of these guys. It's, like, when people are kind of freaking out and selling them a little bit. Like, wow, Carlos is 1.2. I might have to get on this Carlos right now. 1.28? Wow. And it didn't sell the whole hour? This many at 1.28? Wow, Carlos moves a lot throughout the day, so I'm actually surprised he's at that price right now. Yashin is where? Yashin looks like he's about, what, 790? I would like his 750 for Yashin. That's always a pretty good price for Yashin if you get him at that price. Zanetti's still about 900, which makes sense to me. Seedorf is at what price? Seedorf's at like 1.3. No, Seedorf's like 1.2. Seedorf, some of these prime icons are not that high. Wow, it looks like some of them are definitely at interesting prices. I'm adding a lot to my watch list to kind of get a gauge on where some of them are selling. Butragueno, is he still 1.7? He is still 1.7. He is very high. And I know A9 Skills started using Balak, and another YouTuber started using Eusebio, so they went up a lot recently. And we've seen that through the concept squads. We have seen that Eusebio and Balak have literally flown up a ridiculous amount recently. Eusebio's 4.0 mil, finally. Eusebio has literally caught up to Cruyff and passed him in price, which has been the most impressive thing ever to watch as a viewer. Maldini's now 2.3, which is just stupid. I mean, that's such a crazy price. And then Lothar Matthäus is still 2.329. So some icons, yeah, definitely still really high. Some icons definitely on the lower edge, though. 910 Hazard just got bought for, which is not that surprising. This one's going to expire at 914, so I'm going to see where that guy relists. Did that Dino have a bid? It did. So Dino's up at 3.48 now. Interesting. Yeah, so a lot of these icons are like sky high, guys. And it doesn't surprise me at all that a lot of these icons are this high. I mean, it makes sense. Carlos is what I would keep my eye on. A lot of these icons today, though, do look like they're purchasable. I don't even know if that's a word, but yeah, it looks like you can get some of these icons today for a little bit of a deal. Guys, thanks for watching the series, man. Thank you guys for keeping up with it. We're going to have a lot of uploads throughout this weekend because there's a lot to cover. We'll probably run this series until Cyber Monday, and then we'll go back to just market watches and normal kind of uploads. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I'll see you guys in a video soon. Peace out.